destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize, I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my last order. 5:45, got the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that Enzo? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. Beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my man's a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I get ice till I candy. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt. So she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up just to stunt. Can't, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 I'm finna. What you gonna do? I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guaps. If I get it the pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rice. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the floor elevator, we face my brad. How you want deposit the memo or cash? Red light, yellow light, green light, go. The event, so I take the bank home, but I won't keep quiet. I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend called, want me alone. I my just to be your home, and I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Get Bucky a goner. What you gonna do? 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 Open up. Stunt.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. We good. Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Eagle defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
From the 33, here's second down and 7.
Here we go, son. Good night.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Hey, 551, 551. Right.
Off play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. Right.
They'll try the left side. Wiggins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here we go, son.
To throw is Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Angel, angel, angel. Right.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Up the middle with Barkley. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. You look at this Steeler defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Ken.
Here's Fields. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Steelers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Tonight.
Here's Fields. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Another Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Tonight.
Fields. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here we go. I'm good. Hey, Ken. Say hi.
Now it's Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now Austin. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. On the move past the 40 and down right around the 37. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here now, 2nd and 4. Hurts. And he's got it. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close, Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott Good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go. Go.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. This one finds Austin out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And the Steelers are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Here we go, side.
Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers use the short field to get in for 6. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Out, let's go. Hey, Ken. All right.
Fields trying to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 43. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. They'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Here we go. press. Bunch right. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Wiggins. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 41 yards. And the Steelers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On third down, Barkley. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. George Pickens, 44 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
63.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Don't jump.
Up the middle they go. Wiggins. Oh, what a move. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Hey, Ken. Go.
From the gun, here's Fields. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Medic. Tonight.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and it's 3rd down. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
53-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Running left, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that.
Here we go.
From the 31, Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. That is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Great.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
Again, it's Barkley. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Well, this feels like a late-season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
It's got a habit time. 4th and 9. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, Wiggins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Pittsburgh, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.